What is good, guys, and welcome to today's video. I hope you enjoyed that nice little clip at the start. I'm going to show you and give you a big hint where we're going right now. Do you see that? Do you see that up there? It might be hard to see, but that is the Nissan logo up there, lads. We're going to the Nissan International Global Headquarters because they have a very special display there today that we want to go check out. And we're not going to give it away. It's secret. It's super cool though, and we're going to go check it out. But before then, we're going to get something to eat. Let's go get something to eat. All right, lads, we had a pretty decent dinner, but we are now moments away from walking inside Nissan. And if we kind of skim over here, you might get a glimpse of something yellow in there. This is the main reason why I'm here today. I'm really pumped. Are you pumped?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why are you pumped? Is that going to be your future car? You going to get one?
Maybe.
Maybe?
I'm more proud that I found this on the website.
That's true, yeah. May sometimes like checks all the time what's at the Nissan global headquarters because the cars they put on display changes all the time. Just like the Nismo R33 factory and stuff like that, they switch them around, and whenever something cool's here, we're both like, let's go. What is that thing? It's got a lot of like colors on there. It's kind of cool. Ooh! I thought this was like off, but it auto turns on, saves electricity, I guess. So we came here today for this little red note. Yeah. This little red note. Yeah, it really matches your eyes. I love it.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, we actually came for this thing here with all these little cakes and Fuji-san drawings all over it. It's kind of cute. Now that one actually matches your eyes.
What?
Okay. I'm joking, guys. We clearly came here to look at this thing, the Nissan Leaf Nismo RC. This is an entirely electric car, zero emissions. I love my electric cars. I think electric cars are changing the future, and you know, gas cars are disgusting and gross. Okay, no, we're obviously here for the Pennzoil R33 GTR-LM car, and then this LM R33 GTR car. I am beyond pumped that these two are both here.
Why isn't your car this clean?
Why isn't my car this clean? Oof! Well, first of all, this is a GTR, mate, and this is an LM edition of the GTR. This is what I thought was a 400R in a previous video that a lot of people scolded me for, but it's okay, we're still learning. Right? Do you know they're just like 33 GTR headlights, but because of the body kit, it kind of covers the side and makes it look baller. It's seriously the best thing ever. And then I really love this. It's just the race car version is so cool. What do you think of this wang game though, mate? It's kind of rough. I don't know if you like rough wangs, but it gets the job done, you know?
It's not rough. Look at all the bolts that are...
Yeah, like all the things coming off the side. It's like they started off with this wang, and then they're like, oh, it's not doing that as much as we thought. So they then added some more things on the side and did a whole bunch of cool things. The aero on this is super cool, actually. I love it. Have you ever seen a nice curvy rear end like that?
Yes, RX-8s.
Get out of here. But seriously, that rear end right there. Oh, my soul. That is beautiful. Look how wide that is, man. So the original body, if you have a 33, you know, ends literally there. All of that extra all the way to here is just FRP, wide body, fiberglass, and tire. Very cool. Center locking wheels, obviously. What kind of brakes are those? AP Racing. Man, that's so sick. Very, very cool car. I'm so glad we came out here, man. Even inside, like all the carbon fiber from back in those days. Carbon fiber, like now, is expensive. Imagine how much it was back in these days. Very cool. It's pretty cool. This thing, they had it down to 1.2 ton. This is very cool. And this was only 500 PS at 6,000 RPM. And max torque was at 4,400 RPM, 706 Newton meters. That's pretty insane. This thing was only like barely 370 kilowatts. That's kind of crazy to think of, and it was a 2.7 displacement engine, so a little bit stroked. That's very interesting. And yet they raced with this, like hardcore raced, and it's not even like, you know, crazy horsepower, like 800,000 horsepower or anything like that. It's very cool to read about all this kind of stuff. Shout out to my homies at Nissan who actually do the English there for me too. So this thing used to race in the GT500, but what's really cool is it clearly says here that this is the genuine machine that won the series championship with drivers Eric Komaz and M. Kageyama in 1998. Very cool. And I love how Nissan literally, like, they just switch out all these cool cars like that with heaps of history like that.
Yeah.
Being able to see them up close like this is great. Well, maybe not up close for people like you, but for me, when I can literally just stand here and lean so far forward, my forehead could touch the car. Tall, lanky for the win.
This is really good like that, like every 3 weeks or something.
Yeah, like every couple of weeks they change it out. It's so cool. This thing's actually really cool too. I want to get a close look at that later. I know it's electric and I don't like electric cars and race cars, and it scares me knowing that motorsports could end up going to something like that. But it's a proof of concept, and that's kind of cool as well to see where everything's going.
Well, I mean, that car was also a concept car, right? And then...
proof of concept, I guess so, yeah. But it's just like, the fact is like, we've been using petrol and combustion engines for so long, it scares me to think that we'd move to something that literally makes no noise. Like, all you hear is tire noise. And maybe the motor's going... Like that scares me, because one of the biggest things about motorsport that makes it fun is the sound and the noise and the, you know? Anyways, let's have another look at this super clean R33 GTR-LM. It'd be so cool to find like a genuine body kit of this and build one in the future. But obviously, like, that's a really wide car. It totally makes the 33 look acceptable. Completely joking. I love the 33s as they are, but this just transforms the car into something else. I'm totally speechless, honestly. You guys probably saw this in the background. This has been here for quite a while. This Ken Mary, very, very clean, completely restored. Everything about it is just completely prestige and beautiful. The interior, if we zoom in here, it's like brand new, rolled off the factory shelf. It's literally like as if this was sold brand new. It's actually insane. Very, very nice car. So there's actually a really interesting story and history behind this car here. Like I said, it looks like a streetable version of the GTR-LM, the 33. And the story here that's translated here in English is, obviously Nissan returned to the Lemans in 1995 for the 24-hour race. Since it was obvious that the normal modified Skyline R33 GTR would not be able to rank high in the GT class, Nismo decided to participate in the race with Nismo GTR-LM, the machine drastically modified exclusively for the Lemans, aka LM. Due to the regulation of the GT class car is a car having an aptitude that can be used perfectly legal on the open road, Nismo produced a road car of works machine specs. So I guess like same specs, but for street use. Registered in the UK, acquired homologation. I don't know how to pronounce that, but I'm sure you guys do. But obviously they didn't release it as a street car, you know, like they weren't making it at the factory. This is the exact road car that they produced in 95 for that exact, there's that weird... Homologation. Aero parts, front and rear fenders, diffuser from... differ from those stock cars, and the engine is tuned up for races. So literally this is a streetable version of the same drivetrain and everything that's in that car, just so they could essentially get whatever that homologation word is, so that they could then race with that in the GT class. That's super cool. Because like I know like in certain race classes they had to make like the factories had to produce like 500 cars and then sell them from the factory so that they could then use that chassis and that car to then compete in a race. It's interesting that they only had to build one as a proof of concept to then be able to race that. That's cool. So here's the serious question. Is my wife reading the information sheet, or is she paying respects to the GTR? So yeah, just like generally looking over this thing, it's pretty cool. It's got some big Brembos on there, a lot of carbon fiber and stuff. This is a Leaf as well. Kind of sick. I'd drive this as like for a Leaf.
Yeah, this is the car that I showed you. I took a photo for you. Ginza.
Mm.
This was at Ginza, they moved it to the headquarters.
Yeah. I'm going to say this again though. It still scares me that this could be the future of motorsport.
So I know I've mentioned I want an RX-7 and RX-8, probably an 180SX and S15, but there's more cars I want. Sam?
Oh
listening?
boy, I'm listening. I'm scared. At least you walked past that thing. That thing's too expensive. You want this blue one?
Days that I don't feel like shifting.
Days that you don't feel like shifting? Okay, that's true because it's auto, right?
Yes.
Alright, well it's a fast auto. Why don't you jump in it? Show us your favorite features about this car.
I don't like the handles.
You don't like the handle? I'm like, show us your favorite features about this car. First thing, I don't like the handles. Does the horn work? No, it's disabled. I think they thought about that. It did things, mate. It did things. How do you change gears? Bum bum. Well, yes, you can change gears there, but that's very boring. Where else can you change gears? Did you just grab the wipers?
Oh wow!
You're close.
The
You're
other
close.
ones.
You're close.
これか.
No. Well, yeah. Oh, there. Yeah. You found it. You found it. Yeah. That's it. There's a plus and a negative on them. One for going up, one for going down.
Okay, I don't think I like this car anymore because I just noticed something that drives me insane.
What?
So you know when you at home there's like this little spaces in the room where there's like dust can get in, and then it's like the vacuum cleaner even can't clean it, and you have to use like rugs to clean it.
Yeah.
This is those kind of cars. Look, see, you have this, right? And you have all this like, the design is like poorly made to clean it. You know what I mean?
You're literally talking like a housewife about cars.
Well, like you gotta look after it, so.
So this thing's pretty cool. May's learning how to shift manual, practicing, getting those shifts right. Why are you shifting with your right hand? Left hand, right? That's right. Hey, for all you people who drive right-hand drives, you know. It's cool to see like breakdown of transmissions and stuff like that. And clutch and all this. I guess this is like the new Z tranny, like I guess like the newer version of the CD09. It's pretty cool. Like extension and everything for the shift is pretty insane. But this whole like model is just super cool. You get to see everything, like red LEDs light up the combustion stroke, blue LEDs like line up the intake stroke, I guess. That's so cool. That's the exhaust stroke that was red actually. Oh, and the valves move, everything moves on this. That's very cool. Alright, so that's the intake, and as it comes up, compression, then combustion, and then down, and then back up should be exhaust stroke, and then intake. Very, very cool. V6. While May's still trying to find her daily, I think I actually found it here for her. We'll just get her one of these old Datsuns. She can start it from the front with a little like handle. I think that'll suit her real well. I'd hate to change tires for her though on one of these. Far out. It's so cool to see these old Datsuns. Where it all started, boys. To think this became the GTR. This thing's cute. Death trap though for sure. This thing would look sick as like a rat rod. Slam it out, like bring it out forward and stuff. Oh, that'd look cool as. Also probably a bit of a sin to do something like that with a classic like this unless you found like it rusting somewhere. Still, sick to see these things in those conditions. This thing's cool, like little soft top, open. Literally just looks like a boat with wheels, eh? Old cars really did look like that. So we had our fun here at the Nissan Global headquarters. Definitely was a good time. Do you know what daily you want yet? No. She's a mess. This is why I keep saying, just let me pick what car you want, and then we're good.
But you never said, like, it has to be one.
We got problems, boys. We got problems. But just look at these cars from the top. The livery on the roof there is pretty thick for the Pennzoil GT500 LM R33 GTR. So cool to see those up close and personal. I really hope that someone somewhere has made replica kits of that, because I really would love to build one day. Maybe we could do that. Maybe that's what we should do with my 33, May. You know how I've been wanting to change the body kit on it? for this year?
You keep on changing your mind.
Ooh. Ooh. And there she is. I'm so keen. Do you want to drive home? Yeah. It's pretty hard. It's pretty hard to bottom out things in this. This is pretty obviously spec, honestly. So we're back in the S15, and I had a great night. Did you have a great night, May? Yeah,
it was really good, actually. Super chill.
Super chill, just hanging out with the waifu and checking out some cool cars at the Nissan Global headquarters here in Yokohama. One of the top things that I recommend all of you guys go and check out when you're here visiting in Japan. But all of that aside, I want to hear what was your favorite car that you saw there tonight. I hope no one says the zero emissions Leaf race car, although it is pretty cool, all that aside. But there were so many other cooler cars there than that, in my opinion. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will catch you all in the next one. Peace out and...
Ja, mata ne!
Oh, great. You didn't say anything about Adam this time.